What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the first full moon of 2025. This is a big one because there's a lot happening, and we have the nodes that just changed signs. That is a massively important moment. Okay, we are working with this energy for the next year and a half, and this only happens every 18 and a half years. So very important energy. I have a specific nodes workshop below if you really want to help yourself, and you should, especially if you have Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Gemini in your chart. It could be your sun, moon, or rising, but this nodes change is huge. This is a point of karma and destiny. Okay, so we talk about that in another workshop, but this is the full moon workshop. This is a full moon in Cancer. Welcome to the workshop. If this is your first time, thanks for coming. If you are back again, I love you. I also just want to acknowledge the crazy fires in LA. I asked my team to find a reputable link. So I've posted that below. And if you want to support or donate, there's a link below for disaster relief. Okay. Um, Now, this also, thank you for your support and your donations. This is a pay what you can workshop. So if you've already donated, beautiful. If you haven't, there's also a link below for that. Um, this is a really interesting energy because, first of all, the card that I got is the world. So we really are completing something and moving forward in a new way, which makes sense because we are also working with the shift of the nodes. And that only happens, like I said, every 18 and a half years is how often we experience the nodes in the same signs. So for any of you who are like confused about anything that I talk about, I'm always going to summarize it and tell you how it feels. So just focus on that. But the nodes that are points of karma, they are changing. The north node is now in Pisces and the south node is in Virgo. So the last time that that happened was 2006, 2006. And the next time it will happen is 2044. So this is a big deal. So that shift is happening at the same time as we just entered a new year. We have the world card, a new cycle, and we're experiencing the first full moon of 2025. Now, what does all this mean? Well, first of all, the moon, okay, the full moon is right beside Mars, and Mars is retrograde. So there's a lot of energy right now. Well, there's a strong focus on what we don't want to be doing and really needing to preserve our energy and to stop doing the things that we know are not helpful, are not benefiting us. A lot of you are maybe thinking about shifting the direction of your life or moving or changing how you behave, how you take action, which again is perfect for a new year because that like new year, new me vibe that everyone talks about. I don't really follow that, but I do like to take an opportunity to reset something. And the new year is always a good time to close that loop and start a new cycle. And this world card is talking about starting a new cycle. So how do we do that in a tangible way? How do we do that in a effective way? Well, new we need to take new actions and shift our habits and behaviors. How do we do that? We work with Mars retrograde because Mars retrograde, Mars is connected to our actions, and retrograde is connected to resetting something or reviewing or renewing something. So this is a really good time for us to do that. Now, because this is a full moon in Cancer, there's a strong focus on that Cancer energy. Now, Cancer is connected to the fourth house in astrology, which means what? Safety, security, nurturing, compassion. So, any of the shifts that we are now making in this new cycle, this new year, new cycle, okay, new cycle, we are focusing on changing our behaviors to create more safety and security and self-care, nurturing in our life. A lot of us need to sacrifice the old ways of doing things. A lot of us need to drop and let go because remember, a full moon is about standing in our power and making the difficult decisions to let go, surrender, and shift something. So, what are we shifting? We need to walk away from any situations or people that don't make us feel safe, secure, stable, taken care of. So it's maybe there's a couple ways this is coming up. One of them could be literal relationships, people, projects, work environments, settings that just make us feel like I don't belong here. I don't want to be here. I'm not respected here. I don't feel loved here. I don't feel like if I contribute, it's accepted. I don't feel taken care of in this connection. So I want to leave. The other thing that's coming up is a deep healing connected to the past and times in our life when we noticed we weren't taken care of properly. Maybe it was from family, maybe it was in a relationship, maybe it was at work, but there's this overall energy because this full moon has a square to Chiron, which is a very triggering, but a very, very helpful and healing energy. And Cancer, the full moon in Cancer, that is happening in Capricorn season. So we have Cancer and Capricorn energy both present. Cancer is the mother and Capricorn is the father. And they both focus on the generations before us. So our history, our family lineage. So if there are issues with stability or oppression or abuse or anger or whatever, any kind of issues that are from the family or that you have noticed in your relationships that continue to come up, this is a really good opportunity for us to process, release, and surrender any of those limitations, any of those stories, any of those behaviors, and to shift our focus and to recreate the life that we really want. Because now that the nodes have changed, that means the eclipses are going to change. And that means that our fate and destiny is going to change. But we're not just along for the ride. We can take action, Mars retrograde, change our behaviors, change our direction, change our action, and take new action to start recreating new relationships and new jobs, new environments, new connections that make us feel safe and help us build the life that we truly desire. Now, the North Node in Pisces is a focus on us actually creating the life of our dreams. Saturn, okay, the planet Saturn, which helps us structure and build, is in Pisces. The North Node is in Pisces. So this is the direction we are moving in for the next year and a half. Sorry, and a half. Okay, so what does that mean? Again, I have a full workshop with a workbook downloadable, like everything. I just recorded it. It was like, trust me, you'll want to watch that. I'm going to put that link below. I'm not going to talk about it too much right now, but my point is our destiny is changing and we can take new action to create the life that we want. And that Saturn in Pisces energy is also helping us. So we have a lot of strong support right now. We also, under this full moon in Cancer, we have Mercury in Capricorn for the next 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks is the perfect time for you to negotiate, to get done anything that is still outstanding. This is really helpful for you to strategize, plan, execute. This is a really good time for you to negotiate, figure out contracts, all the details that are required for you to build the life that you desire. Like, this is a really powerful time. Mercury in Capricorn is a badass. So this is really helpful and supportive. Okay. The other thing that is really helpful about this full moon is that we have a trine. Now, a trine is very supportive. It's very helpful. And the trine is with the sun, okay? The sun is our conscious mind. It's the things we know, the things we're now understanding. It's the light, okay? The illumination of something, the clarity. And that trine, okay? So the supportive element is the sun, the consciousness, with Uranus. So there's a trine with the sun and Uranus. What does this mean? It means that we are now fully understanding how we can liberate ourselves, how we can break free, how we can escape anything that keeps us small, keeps us limited, keeps us struggling. Okay, maybe you grew up watching your parents struggle or whatever. And this is just an example. Maybe because you saw your parents struggle, you believe you also have to struggle. Because if they're struggling and you're feeling good, you're going to feel guilty about that. So what are you going to do? You're going to water yourself down and you're going to match their struggle so that you're all in it together, right? That's just like a subconscious thing that we all do to connect, to feel safe. So if you grew up watching your parents struggle, and now you continue to struggle, or you continue to think that for you to be successful, you need to just invest 60 hours a week and you need to do, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and you're just like, we don't need to do that. So this is an opportunity for us to work with the sun, trine, Uranus, and to break free from that limiting belief, to let that go and drop it and leave it in the past. Just because the family did it doesn't mean I need to do it. And that could be connected to addictions, drinking, sex, shame, religion, any of that stuff. So this is a very powerful full moon for us to break free from any traditions or beliefs that our family had, that they gave to us, and that we continue to carry, when really we're noticing, I don't want to continue to live like that. So what do? We shift our beliefs. Pluto in Aquarius. We shift our mind. We shift our beliefs. And we shift our behavior. Mars retrograde. We shift our behavior. We honor our ancestors. We honor their journey. We honor their story. Full moon in Cancer, Capricorn season, okay, the ancestors. We honor them. We say thank you. And I am releasing, surrendering, letting go of, full moon. I am letting go of, surrendering any of my loyalties and commitments to the clan, to the family, to your belief systems, to your struggles, to your limitations. I don't need to believe that just because you believed that. So what do? We recognize the suffering, okay? Chiron, square, this energy. We recognize the suffering, we identify it, we release it, and we shift our beliefs, we shift our behaviors, and we begin to build a new life. Now, all of that is easier said than done, of course, and you don't need to rush it, especially with Mars retrograde. You can't rush it. So this is a process. This is a natural process, and this takes time. Okay, so don't beat yourself up. This is really about you recognizing and creating a strategy, a plan. Remember, Mercury is in Capricorn. We're creating a plan. We're creating a strategy. We're maybe creating an exit plan for some of you. And we are getting ready to shift our beliefs, shift our behavior, and in turn, the results are a new life. So again, easier said than done, but it really is easy. Well, let me change that. It's simple. It's simple. We want to focus on the mind and focus on the behavior. Does that mean It's easy? No. It can be challenging, and this is why I'm here to support you. This is why I have these amazing resources to help you. There are other amazing people out there better than me who can support you, coaches, whatever. So it's a really good time, Mercury in Capricorn, to get a plan together for you helping yourself create the new life. And you just got to follow it. It's simple. You just got to follow it. Does that mean it's always easy? No, but it's a simple recipe for change. Focus on liberating the mind and changing the mind. Focus on changing the behavior. And what happens next? Different results. And you just continue doing that every day. Okay. Again, I know it's not easy, but it's simple, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, I'm going to help you clean up your energy. So we're going to do that now, just a little energy cleaning, and then a short guided meditation for you to, whatever, we'll see what comes out. It'll be really short, and then we are done. If you are interested in knowing more about what is coming this year, you can download your 2025 tarot forecast. If you are interested in your love life, I also have a love life forecast. Okay, I'm going to tag them both below. This is the best time of the year to start fresh and understand what's coming up. Actually, I'm going to maybe like pause that because Aries season is the actual energetic new year. But I would say that this is the second best time of the year. So some of you who are maybe still experiencing delays, frustrations, and you're like, what the fuck? It's the new year and I'm still struggling. I'm still wrapping things up from last year. Well, perfect. Mercury in Capricorn is going to help you wrap things up from last year. You have 3 weeks to try your best to wrap it up. And don't beat yourself up because, again, we are still in last year's energy. When we start Aries season, which is March 21st or so, that's the new energetic year. So we will really be in the new energetic year, in the new year at that point. So just keep that in mind, okay? Don't beat yourself up if you're still feeling delayed or whatever. It's totally fine. Okay. Close your eyes. I want you to take a breath. Let it go. One more time, you're going to take a deep inhale and hold. And then let go. And one last inhale. And let go. And I want you to imagine that in front of you on the ground, there's a green fire and it's burning. And this fire is going to help clear your energy. So there's a green fire burning. I want you to use your hands or imagine that you are holding a golden comb. And I want you to start at the top of your head or just go anywhere you want, but you're going to comb all of the negative energy off of your body. So just collect all of the energy that's not yours, the fear, the projections, the scarcity, the heartbreak, whatever. Just collect all of that energy with your hands, with the golden comb, and then toss it into that green fire, and it's just going to get rid of it for you. Make sure we do our shoulders, our back, our legs, feet, the whole body. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to help clear your energy. So just imagine that you are combing and cleaning up your energy and you're tossing it all into the green fire. And now I want you to imagine that green fire, like a vacuum, it starts to suck up all of the negative energy from your home, from your bedroom, from your house, your neighborhood. It just starts sucking up all the negative energy and it's cleaning up your space. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine that white light, it starts to pour down from above, like rain or a shower, or maybe you just see the sky open and white light pours on in. And it starts to fill your apartment. It fills your home. It fills your room. It covers your whole body. And it's adding a layer of protection. It's fueling you up, adding energy. It's helping you. It's protecting you. I'm going to use a different distance energy symbol to help add that layer of protection. So just imagine that white light is just covering your full body, adding a layer of protection. And it fills your space, adding a layer of protection to your space, your environment. And then when you're ready, we're just going to let that go. And I want you to focus now. Just visualize or feel. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I want you to just focus on one thing you need to do to slow down a little bit. Because Mars in retrograde, it means it's time to slow down. So how can you slow down? Just think about one thing so that you have more available time to take care of yourself. Full moon in Cancer, self-care, self-love. So what is one thing that you can do to take care of yourself better? Now, if you live a busy life, like most people, if you have a full schedule, like most people, how can you slow down to give yourself more time for self-care? What do you feel that you need right now for self-care? Maybe it's more sleep. Maybe it's just more time alone. Maybe it's just a bath. Maybe you want to just eat healthier so you feel better, or you want to move your body. What is one thing you can do for self-care? And in order for you to do that, you need to sacrifice something. You need to slow down and give yourself more available time. So what is one thing you can do to give yourself that time? Now, with this understanding, I want you to just take a deep inhale as we lock that awareness into the subconscious, into the conscious mind. And then I want you to just let it all go. And of course, because we are under a full moon, and this really is about letting go, I want you to give yourself permission to let go of something that maybe takes up too much of your time or wastes your time. So give yourself permission to let go of something that wastes your time, or something, someone that you spend too much time with or too much time on. And under this full moon, let it go. Set the intention to let it go so you have more available time for yourself and your self-care. Now take a deep inhale Give yourself permission to let it go and release. Now, when you're ready, I invite you to bring your awareness back into this room. If there's any other intentions you want to set before you open your eyes, now is the time. And then when you're ready, bring some gentle movement back into the body with the shoulders and the neck. You can open your eyes and come back into this space. And now I want you to pause and to write down, under this full moon, the first full moon of 2025, I am letting go of the following. And then maybe you also want to write down, I'm letting go of these things so I have more time for self-care. And self-care looks like these things. So you could even create two different lists under this full moon. You can write it however you want. It's up to you. And this is just a suggestion. But I would write down, under this full moon in Cancer, I am letting go of these things so I have more time for self-care, which looks like these things. Okay? So you can pause now and then you can come back. If you can pause on my face, that's good. That's called the pause game. Okay? So pause now. Okay. Welcome back, bitch. Um, that's that. So now I'm going to talk about my experience. Okay. The pivot party is what we always call it. I just want to let you know one more time, if you haven't downloaded your 2025 forecast, you definitely should. If you are interested in what is coming for your love life, then definitely watch the 2025 love forecast. It also, well, that's a downloadable book with, there's so much information in it. And then there's also a tarot pickup pile that will help you understand better what blocks you have to either finding love or deepening your connections if you're already in a relationship. I thought I would introduce that this year because it's a vibe. Give me one. Well, you won't even notice a difference. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call. Yeah, I just thought a lot of people are always asking about their love life, so we did a love forecast for you. Okay. Also, we still have the intention setting. I know there's like so many things that I'm talking about. I don't really care what you do. I'm just telling you all the things that we have available because some people are interested in different things. So, anyways, that's that. Everything is available below. I'm going to talk about my experience now, the pivot party. Welcome. Also, before you go, like, please like, subscribe, comment. I literally hate asking that because it's like so ugly, but that's just the world we live in. Okay. That's how you support people like me if you benefit from these workshops. Like, come on. Okay. So I'm feeling good. Mercury right now is in Capricorn, which is like just helping me get shit done. I'm really enjoying that. Also, it's the start of the new year. I've been doing different meditation practices every morning. I'm taking time for myself before noon, which is just beautiful and super helpful. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Also, this nodes shift is like huge. It is so important and so helpful. So again, not to sound like a broken record, but like watch the nodes workshop. I want you to really understand how to work with this energy because the North Node in Pisces is about transcendence and shifting. So this year we have so much support for actually letting go and shifting and really getting ready for next year, because next year, even in the numerology, is a number one, which is a new start. And anyways, we talk about all these things, but I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling more grounded and just excited about life. Also, like I maybe met someone, so I don't know. I feel like I talked about that before, but that was a different someone, and that someone I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you want. Like he's always making me feel confused. And I'm like, bitch, if I'm feeling confused, I'm out. The other one is like, Ain't no confusion. No confusion there, I'll tell you that. Boom. So, anyways, love you. Talk soon. Ciao. 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 Clam chowder.